parts of Alberta, parts of Newfoundland seeing anywhere from 20 to 30 centimeters of snow over the last couple of days. So what I'm trying to say here is that, yes, it hasn't been the greatest last couple of weeks here in southern Ontario, but it could be a lot worse. We want to point out Carmacks on the map in the Yukon for just a moment, because yesterday it was the hottest spot in the entire country at 21.1 degrees. That sounds a little low for this time of year, but everything is slowly going to be warming up. These are current temperatures. Toronto, 13 degrees. By the way, Markham is the hottest spot in the entire province right now, sitting at just over 15 degrees today. So there has been some seasonal temperatures. Most of us should be hitting about 16 or 17 degrees at this time of year. But notice our temperatures. Slightly cooler for tomorrow, chance for showers Thursday, and then we get warm and humid for Friday. There is the risk for thunderstorms, though. It's a little bit of a complicated story because there's a warm front coming in, and it depends how far east that warm front goes. We're going to be explaining that coming up throughout the hour, so hopefully you can stay with us. But essentially, over the next 24 hours into Thursday morning, we're not really looking at rain in the GTA. If you're driving to the southwest, if you're joining us from the Kitchener area, we may pick up a few spotty showers, but for most of us, it's about 5-6 millimeters of rain. So again, the GTA looking dry. If you're heading to Guelph, Kitchener, Waterloo, you may pick up a few showers. It's really Friday in the long-range forecast, though, Rachel, where the drive could be a little bit trickier, although I'm sure it's already building.
Yes, absolutely, Natalie. We are starting to see a lot more volume out there. And coming up, I will take a look at the 401, but right now we join Natalie. And Friday, this is a different weather story that here in southern Ontario.
Yes, I'm very excited about it, Rachel, because we're saying that humidex values across the GTA could be in the mid-20s by Friday. So if you like humidity like myself, you're going to be very excited by the end of the week. This evening, clear skies, Toronto dipping to about 11 degrees. And then in the long range, things get a little bit unsettled. We actually have a warm front moving through. It will provide more rain for southwestern Ontario. Our best chance for showers and thunderstorms will be Friday. More details in a moment, but first, Emergency Preparedness Week continues with Mike Arsenault. Thanks, as always, to Kim for that. Right now, though, we're going to focus on the weather closer to here at home. So that's a good idea of what's going on internationally, abroad. Let's take a look specifically at the forecast for this evening to get you set. And as you can see here in around the downtown area, and really across the board, that's a lot of 11s, isn't it? So through this evening, clear skies sitting at 11 degrees. I don't want you to get fooled by your local forecast when you see the rain picture for tomorrow. If we see anything, we have about a 30 to 40% chance. It's going to be a light drizzle through the day, so don't cancel any plans across the GTA. There's a better chance for a few spotty showers in around Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, for example, but the bulk of the rain will be in the extreme southwest. Our bigger story will be temperatures. An easterly wind for Thursday will keep our temperatures lower at 13 degrees. The warm front in the southwest, London's going to be feeling like 24 for Thursday. Then the warm front approaches the GTA, and that's when we warm up. So Friday's going to be the big day for us if you've been really missing that heat and humidity like myself. Kitchener will feel like 26, Hamilton 25, Toronto 23. So again, if you're wondering about the heat, the humidity in the GTA, it will be Friday, and rain showers as well. Now, coming up in our next segment, I think that's the big thing. I don't know what it is, but even though temperatures have been getting up into the mid to low teens, I also bundle up my daughter as if it was the middle of winter because it just seems so cold. I mean, these temperatures aren't that cold. These are current temperatures, by the way. Toronto's sitting at 13 degrees, around 10 degrees in the Hamilton area, but we are warming up by the end of the week. I can tell you that. There's even a bit of humidity as well. As we head through this evening, notice there's not an awful lot going on. That's the good news. We have clear skies that will dip our temperatures a little bit lower. There are frost warnings tonight in the Ottawa Valley, but here comes this warm front, and that's the big weather maker for us. Notice how it doesn't really reach the Toronto area. So even though in your local forecast you may see that little picture indicating rain for tomorrow, I'm not convinced that we're actually going to see any rain until about Thursday. The bulk of the rain will stay between London and Windsor, but we are warming up, as I mentioned. 13 degrees for Thursday in Toronto doesn't sound that impressive, but 25 degrees in Windsor, and that's all because of the warm front. It eventually reaches the GTA. By Friday, 19 degrees in Toronto will feel closer to about the mid-20s. So I don't know, Rachel, are you a fan of the heat and humidity as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely a fan, and especially with the winter that we saw. I cannot wait until we get up to 30 degrees. Now, let's take a look at the traffic flow around the GTA out towards Yonge. We'll take another look at traffic coming up. But, Natalie, nice to see you, and I know you have some good news in those warmer temperatures.
Yes, if people like humidity, Rachel, they're going to love the long-range forecast, at least for Friday. and then things cool down again next week. But we'll leave those details to the long range forecast. This evening in Toronto and really right across the GTA, we have clear skies, and we'll sit at around 10, 11 degrees for most of us. Overnight, we dip to about 5 or 6 degrees, and because we have those clear skies, there's even the potential for frost to our east and around Ottawa and Brockville. But we do have this system moving in. It's this warm front for Wednesday. I am not convinced we'll actually see any showers in Toronto for tomorrow. Most of them will stay to our south and west and around Kitchener toward Windsor. Our best chance for rain will actually come on Friday when we do warm up and there is the risk for thunderstorms. But right now, Emergency Preparedness Week continues. Coming down, it looks like early winter. To me, that looks like October or November, the way the snow's coming down, but things are slowly starting to look green. Okay, so temperatures across the country, these are currently right now. Number 1, Delhi in Ontario. It's the hottest spot in all of Ontario today. It actually reached 15.7. We rounded up to 16, and we should be hitting 16 or 17 degrees this year, at least at this time of year, in the city of Toronto, and we have been shy of that over the last few days. Currently, we're sitting at about 13 degrees in the city of Toronto. We cool down slightly for tomorrow with daytime highs around 11, up to 13 for Thursday. You compare that to Thursday in Windsor, where we may actually hit 25 degrees before the humidity, and then the warm front moves in. Friday, Toronto, rain showers, potential for thunderstorms, and it will feel like 23 or 24 when you factor in the humidity. So Friday's going to be our big day as far as weather and temperatures are concerned. If we see any rain in southwestern Ontario, it will not be much over the next couple of days, maybe 10 millimeters, most of us closer to 5. Again, it's all about Friday. So Rachel, I think your job is going to be a lot harder on Friday. The weather playing a role in the commute.
Absolutely. And we do see those wet road conditions, people driving faster as well. So definitely problems out there. Right now, though, we are dealing with dry road conditions.